Welcome to the college football playoff. The season's had plenty of ups and downs, and all the drama has led up to this point, the first round of the 12-team playoff. And a home field advantage for one side. This place is rocking. We have a great battle for us here tonight. Two teams with championship aspirations, but trying to define the odds and take a big step closer to that national championship. As we'll see the number 10 seed in this playoff, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the number 7 seed in the playoff, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And the playoff is here. We've got a tremendous on-campus environment. Can't wait to get this one started. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. The college football playoff about to get underway. They'll return it from inside the 5. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Kind of a fine line here, Chris, for me when it comes to throwing a screen pass. You don't want to throw it too early, obviously, and the defense reacts quickly and can sniff it out. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late and potentially get sacked. You've got to make sure it hits just right for this play to work.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll hand it off. And the freshman brings him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
He shows off the juking ability, but not much room to run. It's a short game. Third down coming up after that running play. And he drops back in the gun. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. No shot to bring him down. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
This is the worst thing this offense could imagine, is turning the football over in a playoff game on the road. Already an underdog, and I love the aggressive mindset to put the ball in the air and be confident who you are. You just can't turn it over on this big of a stage like that this early in the game.
Defensive coordinator begins this drive with excellent field position. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
They'll run it here. The fullback gets the carry. And that run produces a decent gain. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. We'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a first and goal for this offense. The Buckeyes come to the line with first and goal. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2. Coming up, second down and goal. And the fullback takes a turn running the football. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Yeah, I really thought on second goal you might see the offensive coordinator elect to throw the ball, but instead try to catch the defense napping by running. And man, does it backfire.
Now it's third down and goal for the offense. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Trying to throw for it on third and goal. And it's caught. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
just outstanding execution here by this offense. The offensive line gives the quarterback time, and the quarterback's anticipation was on point. Puts that ball right in the money. The receiver, all he had to do was turn and catch the ball for that touchdown.
Lining up to try the extra point. BAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Kickoff is fielded inside the 20. Can he make it? They can't catch him. Touchdown. That is an unforgettable moment for that kick returner. A touchdown in a playoff game.
Great blocking to set this return up, and of course you can see his natural instincts as a runner. Once he got through that initial surge from the coverage unit, nobody's going to stop him from scoring.
No problem on the snowy field. The PAT is good. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Returner looking to make a play here. And the returner will be brought down. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field, trying to build on a beautiful, balanced touchdown drive last time they had it. And they'll stop him short of the line to gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Takes the snap and takes off on the run. They get him to the ground about the 18-yard line.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 or more yards a pop like that.
So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this first down. Catch made on the left side. He's tackled short of the 30, but that's good enough for a first down.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up into the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. Forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. The gain moves the ball to the 34. Second down after that run on the previous play. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, the offensive line is completely occupied with that defensive front. That freed up that linebacker to shoot right through that gap and blow up the ball carrier. What a play.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Dropping back. It's Hall. Tries to get it to the running back. Finds his target, and it's complete. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
They'll run it to the right side. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Looking to set up a screen pass here. That play is blown up. Defense makes the tackle in the backfield.
Boy, just a great job here by this defense, sniffing out the screen. They were not fooled at all. He caught that ball. He had nowhere to go, and it's a loss of yardage.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. And it's complete downfield. Tackle is finally made, but an explosive gain. They'll move it down to the 23-yard line.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. They'll try the option play here. Runs through the defender. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there. The Buckeyes looking to cash in the red zone. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. That was a nice juke, but not much room to run. He was brought down for a short gain.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Third down after that running play. And the wideout goes in motion. Dropping back. It's Hall. Looking to the end zone. And is intercepted. Big takeaway. Now looking for a big return. Across midfield. The 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Canes. And the defense adds 6 from the interception return.
There's a risky throw here so close to the goal line. This defender makes this interception, Chris. Sometimes you see a guy hesitate. He might think about taking a knee. This guy didn't. It gave him momentum and the speed that he needed to be able to get to the end zone.
PAT puts him in front by 7. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. They're trying to recover from that last possession. They had things going, but then a pick 6, a devastating play. They got to recover from that right now. Shows off the moves there, but ultimately not much of a gain.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held them just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
And the run moves the ball up to the 33.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the 4th quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
Solid gain on the running play. 3rd down now. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
He's got some daylight turning on the speed. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And the Miami offense is back on the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Powering through. And he's brought down after a big first down gain. It's 2nd and short. Maybe an opportunity for him to take a shot here. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. They'll run it from the gun. The Hurricanes are looking to keep this drive going.
Boy, this back is running very well today and living up to so many great backs that they've had over the years at Miami. Edgerrin James and Frank Gore and Willis McGahee and Clinton Portis. All those guys won a lot of games and ran the ball well. Right now, they got to be loving what they're seeing from this back.
Makes a quick catch. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything seems to be working. The coordinator is calling good plays. The quarterback and the rest of his receivers and running backs are executing. And frankly, this defense is showing almost no resistance.
And he's got it. Tackle made after a big gain.
Well, this is what you would call a three-down back. Running backs that can run between the tackles, they can get outside, and they can also catch the ball out of the backfield. Here they have the benefit of having one of those kind of backs that can not just catch the ball, but once he gets his hands on the ball, he's got enough wiggle and speed to be able to get after a defense.
Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone.
I don't think he got in. The big guys up front just walling him off.
The Canes come up to the line to crank, and he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown for the U. So the offense clicking now. Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. So after taking a closer look, the officials are going to overturn that previous ruling on the field. The Canes line it up with 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here. Offense facing 2nd and goal. They're going to run it here. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. And the clock stops now for the 2-minute warning. A chance to strategize here before we reach halftime. This defense is hanging tough, and they punch it in from the 3 on 3rd and goal. Offense looking to throw the ball. Launching one to the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. Not much on the return, but they create the turnover.
Well, this is the chance you take throwing the football in these conditions. I don't know if the quarterback ever had a real good grip on the ball in the snow. Puts it up in the air, and the defense is able to come up with a pick.
And now the handoff. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage. They'll crank up the tempo here on 2nd down. The time is running out. And there's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Interesting play call here. 3rd and short inside their own 20. They want to get this drive going, or a punt could give the opponents excellent field position. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down.
Oof, the risk of throwing on 3rd and short. Lots of second guessing going over on that sideline about that play call. You got to wonder if they're going to go for it anyway on 4th down, but what will be the play call?
And the ball is away from inside the 10. Well, down the punt just inside the 45-yard line.
Well, I thought the return team did a really good job of giving him some room to work with. I feel like the returner was so focused on making a big play downfield that he forgot to take care of the football, and it cost him.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. And the Canes come to the line in the hurry-up. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Looking to scramble. The pass ball is incomplete and tried to extend the play, but nobody open.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between the quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. You've got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, it's going to cost you.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And the defense wraps it up quickly. Got about 5 yards on the completion, but now it's 4th down. The offense will call a timeout. That's their 2nd of the half. Fourth down and 2 coming up to try to keep the drive going. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Took contact on the throw. Wow, a 3rd pick tonight by the QB. Not much on the return, but that's an important takeaway. Sets up the offense at the 34.
Oh, Chris, against zone coverage like that, and the ball thrown deep down the middle of the field, you've got to layer that throw in. Very challenging throw, requires a nice touch with a strong arm, and the quarterback that time just did not make the throw.
Receiver in motion now. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time, they got to him and forced that incompletion.
He's back to throw again on 2nd and 10. And that's incomplete. Just 8 seconds remaining now.
Well, the offensive coordinator with the right call, trying to take a shot there, but just poor execution. They couldn't come up with a big play. Let's see if the coach tries it again later, or maybe in the 2nd half.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Big pass. Here comes a jet sweep. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
14, Ohio State, 7.
Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
For the defensive coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Looking to throw. It's Hall. Makes a quick grab. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Nice throw and catch here for the Buckeyes. You know, Chris, it's hard to think of a time when Ohio State didn't have an efficient and prolific quarterback under center.
And looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And the ball to the ground. He quickly lands on it and prevents the turnover.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks have got to do a better job of having awareness and taking care of the football. I felt like he got the ball away from his body there a little bit, allowing it to be knocked free. He caught a break because one of his own teammates was able to see that and get on top of the ball.
Keeping it on the ground here. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
How about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
Crucial third down play coming up. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Can he get there on the ground? And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Buckeyes will have to punt this one away. Returner fumbled it. The offense recovers the fumble. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team.
Well, that returner might not see very many more chances in this game. But that's a real heads-up play by his teammates to recover the ball so the offense can keep possession.
They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
That's a much better job by this quarterback of working through his progressions. We've seen him earlier try to force some throws, trying to make a big play. This time, works through his progressions, checks it down to the flat, and picks up some positive yards.
First down, they'll keep the drive going to the 37.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Here's the second down play. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
What a play here by this defensive line. You can get so caught up in the flashy offense of Ohio State in recent years. But let's not forget a still-played defense in the shoe and have such great history and tradition with that defensive line play.
Looking to throw it on third and very long. Looking for the wideout. And he's intercepted for the fourth time tonight. He steps out, but that's the takeaway this defense was looking for.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
Takes the handoff and tests the left side.
Well, I thought he might shake free there. He's able to break one tackle, but give credit to the secondary. Good job of coming up in run support.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll feed the back again. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. The Buckeyes begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Ball handed off. And they'll stop him after a short gain.
Well, this guy's got some wiggle, and you can see there he's got some power. He's able to break through a one-arm tackle, but the secondary comes up to finish him off.
Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Looking to pass. It's Hall. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. It's a short return, but a takeaway for this defense.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
And you've seen you're able to make the stop after a short gain. Second down after that previous play. Send the back in motion. A pop pass on the jet sweep. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over in that time. And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. He's looking deep here. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Breaks clear, end zone ahead. Touchdown, Miami. Made the defense look slow that time.
My, oh my. Now that's a play that makes your jaw touch the floor. The pass and catch to take it the distance on one play is definitely an offensive coordinator's dream.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Getting set to kick the ball off now.
Miami 21, Ohio State 7.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. Scanning the field. It's Hall. He's moving out of the pocket. Quarterback looking to scramble. And he's wrapped up short of the marker there as the time runs down here in the third quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Miami 21, Ohio State 7.
Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. It's a quick grab. Runs through a tackle. He's got space here. Stopped right near midfield. It'll be a first down.
Well, it's another positive play, but man, look at the clock and look at the score. You still need a couple touchdowns to be able to get yourself back into this game and have a chance to win it. So you've got to keep moving here and keep taking those shots downfield.
Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. He's moving out of the pocket now, using his legs here. Tough to show, but a sophomore quarterback to pick up the first down himself.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
And it's incomplete on the throwaway. Didn't find anybody open. Brings up a second down now. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Oh, nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
Boy, this quarterback is really rolling the dice out here today. Remember, he threw an interception the last time they had the ball. I thought he might learn from that, but instead he comes out throwing it into coverage again, somehow catches a break on this tip ball that this one was an interception. He better tighten up his decision-making. He's going to cost himself a game.
Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field trying to chip away at this lead. Needs a completion here on fourth down. That's the third pick tonight thrown by this QB.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And they try the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Breaks loose at the 40. The stop made at the 45, but enough for a first down.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
That run picks up first down yardage, a fresh set of downs for this offense. They'll try the ground game here with the running back.
Yeah, I like the run play here, and offensively at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
defense getting set up. Here's second down. And they'll keep it on the ground, trying to run some clock. They bring him down, but the gain moves the ball into enemy territory at the 43.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
So second down after the incompletion. Handoff here from the shotgun. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Caught over the middle. It's Lawson. And he's tackled just short of that first down marker. Good job by the defense. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. They went for it and failed on fourth down earlier. Let's see if they fare better here. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And he picks up the first down, tackled at the 32.
Boy, this offense just seems to get more confident as this football game is played out. They've got a nice lead. Here they are in the fourth quarter, just working that clock, possessing the football, and trying to get out of here with a nice, solid victory.
The Hurricanes line up on 1st and 10 now. There's the handoff. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3.
Yeah, I like this call here late in a game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly. So now it's 3rd and short from the 23. Potential 4-down territory. Let's see what the 3rd down call is. And the quarterback will just sneak it now.
That's a good effort, but just not enough for the first down. And I think, Chris, the defense had an idea that this play was coming. You could see him pinch to the inside to prevent the quarterback from breaking past the line to gain.
And they'll try the quarterback sneak. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.